Welcome back to more World of Warcraft Burning Crusade dungeons. We are in the bottom of the Barrens. We do Razorfen Downs as Alliance. Trying to remember how I have my keys set up. Should be a fun place with paladins. Damn, how many are you rounding up? This isn't Cataclysm. It's okay, I got some dynamite. I'm not an engineer, but I got it from a quest report. Got a protection spec paladin up in here. He's got kings too, which is nice. Fine. You know, the level 41 protection spec paladin should not have much of an issue keeping aggro off of a 33, which really shouldn't be in this dungeon, but hey, we're taking what we can get. There was a quest in Booty Bay that gives you something called Goblin Fishing Pole, which is basically some dynamite. But you can only do it one time. This guy knows what he's doing. Heal myself. I don't think I'm gonna need saw. Flames of light. Or no, it was blades of light. I'm getting my Scarlet Monastery quotes confused. It's been a while since we've been there. Burn in righteous fire. You shall be purified. Gotta pick up our pig guts. I'm gonna wait for that annoying PvP tag to drop before I worry about buffing him. He said he killed a flagged horde on the way here, but I didn't see who it was. crippled. Can't hardly move. I should just leave up the red aura. Still swinging my hammer from Nomergon. Get your ass back over here. Helmet. That's what you can do as a protection spec paladin instead of warrior. I love this move speed bonus. Because I run at 115, it was a pursuit of justice. You'd think the damn shaman would, the air magic would run faster, but no. They give it to the paladin. Where's the shaman talent called Fury of Wind that makes you run 15% faster? He's running back again. Don't ever know where this guy's gonna park all the mobs. We could have just fought them up there. I don't have Holy Wrath yet, that's the AoE. Get it in the 40 somewhere. You get it too late for this dungeon. I remember the 40s being a golden time for paladins. You get Hammer of Wrath, Cleanse, Holy Wrath, fucking Hammer of Wrath. That's on top of plate. And it was when you got the mount, but the mount's now at 30, I already have it. I should have brought one up in Classic, but it's what it is. I'm not playing that Season of Mastery bullcrap. If I start getting tagged, then it's going to interfere with all of our buffs. Didn't tag me. Odd. Usually when you buff someone, it tags you. If someone is tagged and you buff them, you get tagged, but now it's not doing it. Odd. Maybe Burning Crusade turned that off, I don't know. Don't have to worry about it then. Not that anyone's gonna gank us in here, but it becomes an issue with group heals and shit. same level as the one I got. We don't need it. Hey, a bag. I got 16s everywhere. We don't really need that. Don't want any of that crap either. I might get a gold or two in the auction house. I don't have much wealth on the Alliance. See all the numbers down there? Yeah, my total might say over 5k, but Crank on the Alliance is the only one on the Alliance, and that's 217. So basically this number is all I've got on the Alliance. But all I need is enough for bags and to work my professions. And I get most of the plants myself. I bought oil because I'm not bothering with fishing. I thought about doing fishing and cooking on the Alliance side. But it's a whole bunch of time spent for practically nothing back. Instead of constantly judging, I can just use exorcism against the undead. Put up Judgment of Wisdom. Although I still have a bunch of potions. Eric Blood Axe looks like a champion of the Scarlet Crusade. It's gonna be a shame when you ding 40 and all that mail is obsolete. Can't this thing be stunned? It can. This thing can drop some plate and a decent cape. I'm not worrying about farming all the dungeons. Groups are too hard to get. Doing a quest run. And at least get one per quest and to record it. But we're gonna end up skipping like half the dungeons from 1 to 60. Oh, there's the plate. I think he was after that. Which he can have it because he's already 40. He already has the helmet though, so if that one drops, I can get it. Do I dare? 39. Like the little skelly pet. It's one of the things I like about Death Knight. You get a snarling ghoul pet. It's not permanent unless you're unholy spec, but that's my favorite spec. Drag out. I could have looked at trying to get some easy throw dynamite. And the lower levels, engineers can make dynamite that non-engineers can use called Easy Throw. There's 2 ranks. So I think one is around 15 or 20, is made with wool. Then the other one is in the 30s, is made with silk. But Blizzard didn't put it in the later levels. Arth has tears. I don't know if I can use that yet. Probably not. It's like a level 50 plant, but they put that in here. Guzzle some of these mana pots. Okay.
What can I do for you? Light bless you.
Let's pick this up, turn it in, then don't pick up the next one. That's got a nice ring on it. That's better than the rings I've got. 10 stamina.
For the Alliance.
Rather not be coming back for it after all the bosses. People are gonna leave. We'll see. Someone always leaves if you want to do it at the end. Like the guy who doesn't need it will just dump. This would have been a good time to have Sanctity Orb. I didn't worry about getting it. That belt did not used to have spell damage on it. I think they added and buffed a lot of low-level items. Not worried about grave moss. And, Jesse's running into the wall. I think we lost our tank. I remember what it was like to constantly lag out all the goddamn time. Yeah, I don't miss those times. Now when someone's lagging out, it's not me. It's got Gift of Arthas. That is actually what the Arthas Tears is for. One of the things. There's only a couple of... Arthas Tears is not used to make much, but that's one of the things. But I'd have to buy that recipe. Elixir of the Giants. Okay, well, we're gonna have to wait for this guy to come back. Well, doesn't look like that guy is coming back. We're gonna do the escort and then find out afterwards. his gateways restarting 3 times in a row like mine used to. Would lag out. The gateway would restart, come back up, and it would just restart again, come back up. Like, oh god. I guess I'll start it.
Need help? King's honor, friend.
It didn't do that very often, though. It usually just restart a couple times a day. What it did most of the fucking time.
Be careful. Well met.
Wow, this guy actually runs. Here it would just lag out all the goddamn time because it would go down. Just up and down, up and down. Different people told me different things. One guy's like, there's a problem with your upload signal, so the server keeps dropping the internet. Then another one said voltage. We can probably four-man the rest of this. We're just not going to be able to plow through it like we're doing. I'm not protection spec, but could probably do the job if I needed to. It'd help if my one hand wasn't horribly outdated. I have a beer. Haha. We gotta protect this guy while he does something to this pig statue. I think that's what's corrupted the piglets. Or some shit like that. Not worried about reading any of that. It's a green shoulder. Guzzle one of my mana pots. Paladin is fun. Goddamn shame it can't be Orc or Undead. Orc doesn't make sense anyway, but I think an Undead Paladin would have been fine. I mean, you can be an Undead Holy Priest, and they don't complain about that. And it would have been kind of ironic because in Stormwind, the Warlocks are outcasts. They're trainers in the damn basement. Stormwind doesn't really like them because they're demon magic and shit. the Undercity, it'd be the other way around. The Undercity would love the Warlocks and the Shadow Priest. But the Paladins would be the outcasts. In a basement somewhere. Ogrimmar is kind of neutral about all of their classes. They do have this little ghetto area that has the Warlock trainer, but I'm trying to heal fucking silence. I think we won. Did we even kill the boss? Yeah, Plague Maul this guy. Tier 1. I don't have enough mana. Yeah, this guy has an aura that's keeping me fucking silenced. I keep getting silenced off him. Silenced again. Might end up liking this class more than Warrior and Shaman. Can't dual wield Wind Fury though. But since your seals do not use a enchant slot, you can have the seal on top of a Wind Fury from a Shaman, and then a permanent one from enchanters. Because the seals are buffed, so you essentially get 3. Whereas the Shaman enchants, weapon stones, rogue poisons, those all use up one of their slots on a weapon, and then the enchanter uses the second one. Well, seals don't use either of those. Because it's just a buff. Let's try to finish the rest of this. We're not going to be able to cruise through it, but... I'm going to get on the caster. I wonder if they nerfed this place, because you would, in the past, you would not want to bring level 33 in here. The mobs are 35. I'm used to everything at classic level of difficulty, not Burning Crusade. It's no wonder the Paladin tank can just round them all up like that. I'm thinking there's no way you could have done that shit a year ago when we were in Classic. Mobs all seem to be at lower level too. But we only have 2 quests in here. One was that escort, the other one's for the boss. There's a quest outside the dungeon. I want you to kill piggies and shit out there. And on the Horde side, there's another one out there to kill an ambassador guy. He's basically a spy. It's a quest from the Undercity to go kill that guy because he was working with the undead here. He was a traitor. That's a Horde quest. Well, we might want to use a different aura. Get the armor up. Get all these potions out of here. Got so many. My alchemy is so far ahead of my level. It's at 438. Alchemy is one of the easier ones to work up. Yeah, look, another potion. I should have popped my mace during that fight. I didn't. I still haven't used this thing yet. Popping on Plague Maul would have been a good time. Consecration. I want desecration. It's the opposite. The Death Knight version doesn't do damage, but it snares enemies that run over it. It's like a frost trap. Or is that the freezing trap? I always get those two confused. But that's okay, because Death Knight also gets Death and Decay, which is simple. Basically, that is Consecration, and you can choose where you want to drop it, so you can actually throw it at a distance instead of just planting it at your feet. I need Holy Wrath. You don't have it yet. Yeah, get rid of that. Got my Blessing of Wisdom. Or Seal of Wisdom. Yeah, I think this is where the big fat abomination. Yeah, here he comes.
Smell stench of the living.
Alright, I'm gonna fire my mace at this guy. 500 haste for 30 seconds. Let's see what it does. Attack speed 109. It's my two-hand swing speed. Damn. Gotta patrol. Guns cleaver. That's a one hand. But the damn one hand is almost as good as my two hand. Eric wants it. And he's gonna use it. It's got the Scarlet Shield as well, of course. How did you get all that shit without dinging 40? If I would have went to Scarlet Monastery first, I'd have a new two-hand, because the quest on that one has a two-hand. But this is what came up first, so... You're gonna bite. Midnight Ire. I don't know if that's said any differently. I think they just put the dots there to be fancy. A lot, yeah, buying boost, yeah. Should've figured. Now that's a potion. Just got most of my bar back. These are the greater mana, 7 to 900. Too bad I don't have any of these oil immolations. But those fire blooms are in the Badlands and I haven't even gone there yet. Goldthorn is there too, although I've seen a few of those. It's a good one to make though. It's basically a bomb potion. It causes you to burn for damage. Punch it. Bash it over the head with my rock mace. I am guzzling mana in here. I don't burn out so quickly when I'm soloing, but I'm not constantly spamming Exorcism and Consecration. Got my glowing hands going. That is Vengeance. After getting a critical, get a damage buff for 30 seconds. And it actually stacks, so. I think the run is more interesting without that other guy than it was before, because now we're taking our time and not just plowing down all the mobs. Now we're playing like a normal group. That's faster. But not how you would normally run the game. But we don't have a high level in here. He was only 41. Which apparently now that is. I'm pretty sure all the stuff in here was a bit higher than it is now. Try to go for the one that silences first. Damn shame I didn't just roll a paladin in classic. Because all the undead dungeons at level 60 would have been fun. But that ship sailed. We're leveling 1 now. I can't get everything. But that's all I'd ever be doing is leveling characters. There are some people who have like, I have a 60 or 70 of every class. I'm happy for you. I wouldn't mind doing that. Some boats. Yeah, and those are a bit better than the ones I've got, so. And they look a hell of a lot nicer. Goodbye sandals. I mean, look at that. That's what I was wearing. Just embarrassing to that. Yeah. Dark, too. I like it. Renegade. I need more Renegade. You can get magic sets for all the gear. When you see a green item, and you see what the name of it is, there's a whole set with that name. But you'd never find an entire magic set. You just have to like buy them up and hope that everyone else that picked it up sells it instead of chunking it to a vendor or disenchanted. Renegade must be a nice looking one. Let's see. Chief Brigadier is another one. I got got 2 pieces of that one. And then that's a quest reward. Marauder Circlet. Marauders one, I believe. Yeah, if it says something of the something, then it's going to have a matching set with random stats. So this one was the bear, which is good. Falcon would probably be best because that's agility and intellect. What is the strength and intellect called? I forget. I forget all of the stat group names. I used to know all of those. Monkeys, agility, and stamina. I think whale is stamina and spirit. Owl is intellect and spirit. Eagle is stamina and intellect. Bear is strength and stamina. Tiger is strength and agility. I can't remember the strength and intellect group. It's not gorilla, is it? Might be gorilla. Wolf is agility and spirit. I think boar is stamina and spirit. Gorilla is strength and spirit. If you think remembering the 2s is hard, try remembering the 3s, because Burning Crusade introduced the 3s, and there's far more of those. The chart is, like, the chart would be massive. I had a chart of those at one point, the 2s and the 3s, but I just chunked it. Bless us all back up. I was gonna ask that lady from Nomergon if she wanted to do these dungeons, but I haven't seen her on. There's Eagle. Yeah, it's the Eagle, stamina, and intellect. I think I'll just keep the one that I've got. She's been leveling a warrior. Probably would have been up for going. Another guy on the Horde said, I have an alliance too. I'm like, oh, what level? He said 9. I'm like, oh, okay. Unless he's gonna level very quickly, I can't do much with that. but I'm still raiding and doing battlegrounds and shit on the Horde, so... My holy man over in the Alliance doesn't get a whole lot of time. They out of range of that? I'm getting hit. Would be interested in playing this guy at 70 though. For one, Paladins are the best tanks in this game. They just own tanking. They're probably best in Wrath as well. But the other classes do get better. Not better than Paladin, just better than they are here. The Warrior gets a ton of protection, spec buffs, and Wrath. But you don't need to be the best, you just need to be competent. And Warriors are really not good at AoE tanking. All Blizzard really had to do was take the target limit off a Thunderclap and put more threat on it. There you go. Instead, they're like, we'll put it over into... In Classic, you couldn't even use Thunderclap in defense stance. It's in battle stance only. You have to be in the wrong stance in order to use it. In Crusade, they're like, okay, we'll give you the Thunderclap, we'll move it over to defense stance for you, and we'll buff the talent. Yeah, but it still only hits 4 enemies. And the threat on it is still piss. Meanwhile, the Paladin can drop a Consecration and hits every damn mob. It does pretty good threat. Paladin tanking is just in a whole other league versus Warrior or Druid. Probably still best in Wrath of the Lich King as well, but the others aren't bad anymore because all the buffs they got. I was planning to put this name on Death Knight, but I later found a nicer name for Death Knight, so it is a fucking awesome name. I was surprised it wasn't taken because I didn't have it reserved right away. I don't know when I got it. I didn't think of it when I first started on Blizzard's Classic. I think it was some months later or something. I was like, seriously? That wasn't taken? Know what it is, you'll have to wait until Wrath. But my Death Knight will be the star of the show on Blizzard's Wrath when it gets here. But assuming that name never happened, then this name would have been on the character. And it would have been fine. Because I like this name too. Okay, we are almost done. We got Kel'Thuzad's little bitch boy up there. You know, this the stepchild. Amina the Coldbringer. It's basically mini Kel'Thuzad.
You'll never leave this place
Put up
alive.
my frost orb. If you want the daddy version, you'll have to go into Naxxramas. Which I've killed most of the bosses in Nax. But I never made it to Kel'Thuzad. Guilds kept dying, then the server was dying as well. Probably could have done it on Blizzard's Classic, but I was just like, no, I'm not going through Ankarak again. I'm done. When Ankarak came out, I unsubbed. I was like, I'll be back for Wrath. I'll get my Naxxramas and Wrath of the Lich King, because they reuse the damn raid anyway. Alright, plate helmet. Do you not want that? Oh, I want it. Yeah, well, I pass on 2 other blues. That is it for this place. Earth has tears. I don't care about the gray moss, but I do want this plant. Going to hearth out of here. This quest doesn't have the axe on it. I need to do 2-hand. What it has instead is, I think that's the Vanquishers. Yeah. The 1-hand has a higher DPS than my 2-hand mace, so that'll be going away. Then a new necklace, so that was it for this run. We'll see what's in the next one.